Hi, everyone. This is Sana Ali here, one of the founders and directors of Property Twins. Today, I'm interviewing one of our finance and buyer's agency clients, Mahmoud. Mahmoud is an existing property investor, and Property Twins assisted Mahmoud in both structuring of the finance as well as securing his first interstate property in Southeast Queensland. So thank you so much, Mahmoud, for making the time to speak with me today. Speaking about your journey, I know, Mahmoud, you're an existing property investor. Tell me a bit about yourself, your family, where you live or where you come from and what you do.
Thanks enough for that. Pleasure working with you as well. So my name is Mahmoud. I live in Illawong in Sydney. So I've got a family of five, myself, my wife, and three kids. I've been living in Sydney for about 18 years, so I'm enjoying it. I've been working in IT, so I'm a self-employed. I'm running my own IT company.
Awesome. And when you came to Property Twins, obviously you were looking at investing further. So tell me what was important about expanding this property portfolio for you?
Yeah, so basically what I wanted out of this is just first to understand the opportunities of what I can do based on my current financial situation, because in the beginning, before we start working with you, it was a bit vague for me. I never had the time basically to explore the financial potential that I have, the money, the amount, the income, the financial equity within my current property. So basically explore what I can do. So what I wanted to achieve, to be honest with you, I want to just enjoy my life. I believe I've told you this. So I don't want to choke myself in investing, but I wanted to explore the opportunities and at the same time maintain the current lifestyle that I'm having as well. So basically the target of the property investing that I was looking for is to basically secure sort of a financial income for the family and for myself, for my wife, and for the kids. And because I'm not planning basically to keep working until late in life, so I want to just secure sort of type of investment stream of income that keep coming in, even if I'm not working full time or if I'm not working or traveling or doing something else.
So you wanted assets working for you, for your kids, your wife, yourself, so you don't have to continue working till later in life and continue enjoying the same quality of life. So how long had you been feeling this way for that, we need to expand this, we need to invest more to ensure a better financial future?
I believe it's just started in the last 2 years or so. Financially, we became comfortable. My business was doing well. So it was an opportunity to start thinking of it. And at the same time, when you start getting into older and you start thinking of how long I want to maintain this type of work, what else I can do basically to reduce the time of work that I had to do, so to maintain the same quality of life. So this is where it came, the idea. I believe it's after COVID.
Sure. And okay, that answers my next question. Why now? And you mentioned that, you felt you were doing well with work and now you could allocate some resources. So obviously you'd been thinking of starting for 2 years. What do you think was your biggest challenge to get going and making it happen for yourself?
A few things, basically. One of them is the time. Secondly, the opportunities for investment. There is so many talks, there's so many people talking about the next big thing and what you can do, what you can't do, and all that sort of stuff. So it's not really clear sometimes because you don't want to go into something that first you don't understand really well. And secondly, you don't have the time even to educate yourself. Even if you educate yourself, you still going to be limited because it's not your area of expertise. And it is not something that you've been doing for a long time. And specifically for the property investment, it's hard. Australia is a huge, big country. So I know a bit about Sydney, but I have no clue about any other states and what the potential over there.
Did you have any fears about getting started?
Oh, of course. Yeah. So it's always the case, when you start thinking about investment, it's always there's fears. With the help of experts, your judgment, your intuitional for situations, opinions, and then you start eventually you come up with a decision on, okay, it looks 80%, 90% is the right thing to do at this point of time. So you take a decision.
Awesome. And obviously the market has so many service providers, right? The market's inundated and I think there's 18,000 mortgage brokers in Australia, and also there's ever-growing number of buyer's agents in the market now. So what research had you done before you said, well, I'm going to work with Sana and Mona and the Property Twins team as my mortgage brokers and buyer's agents?
Before maybe talking to you, I've actually spoken to someone who came to my house. So we started talking about what I'm trying to do, how he can basically help me achieving what I'm looking for. I've been working in my industry, in the IT professional, for about 20 years. I can judge when people are really professional or they're just trying to secure a customer. So I'm not looking for someone to please me and saying, I give them an idea. Then they say, we can do this. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can pursue this. Yeah, because if you say that, or if you try to please me, that's mean there's nothing much you can offer. So in the other hand, so when we started talking to you, I'm sure you remember those days when I started proposing things and telling you, what about this idea? What about that idea? So you were very, very polite in accepting. However, you've challenged my ideas and you gave me a better. Then I thought, all right, so there is something they can offer here. And to be honest, the level of professionalism that you guys showed while I'm talking, I wasn't talking just because I want to secure someone. I want to just explore you guys. I want to understand how you guys think, how you operate, and what you can offer. That was part of the first engagement with you. It wasn't just, I want to work with these guys. So then I said, all right, I think we can work something out of this.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And you're investing hundreds of thousands of dollars, right, in property. It's a lot of money, and often there's that mindset in the market, I can DIY with my loans, or I can DIY with property search, or even choose a buyer's agent based on their fee. So what would you say to that sort of a mindset?
Look, when you go to the investment world, your investment, there is a potential success rate for that investment. Let's say I want to invest myself. I'll say, all right, I'll do my investigation and I'll do, all checkups. Or if I might go to someone cheap and they're just going to help me with something, the increase in the percentage of success for that investment is going to vary. So no one can guarantee 100% success. However, my due diligence, it might give me 50%. Someone with some knowledge, cheapy sort of service, it might take me to 60%. However, when you look at the people that you work with, the professionalism, the track record of what they've been doing, that will definitely boost and increase that percentage. And this is how I'm looking at it. So I'm not looking for someone who Twins Property is going to make this investment 100% success and then I'm going to make millions. However, from what I've seen, they can increase the potential success rate, the increase in the success rate for my investment that I'm looking for.
And also, I guess, whether someone's doing it as a job or because, they've invested in property, at least from our perspective, Property Twins, Sana and Mona Ali, we've been investors. Coming to 14 years very soon. We started investing quite early, soon after university. And we do this as a passion. And we realize loan structuring, one, from a finance perspective, is the most important part of building your property portfolio. If you can't get the finance right, then it's just downhill from there. And second, quality property selection to go with it to build a really good, solid foundation portfolio. Only if, I had $1 every time someone says, our banker told us to pull money out of the offset and go buy an investment property and not do it tax effectively, and we are like shaking our head and thinking, what are you thinking? Or let's just buy 10 cheapy properties, not realizing there might be not any quality growth, right? Not much quality in there or not much potential for growth. So it's so important to make sure your foundations are set up correctly. And that's the philosophy that we work for with all our clients as well when it comes to building property portfolios. And Mahmoud, you worked with us as both your mortgage brokers and your buyer's agent. So tell me a bit more about how was the experience working with the wider team? You worked not just with Mona and myself, but with our team. What was that experience like?
It was brilliant because I'm going to tell you, and I think I've told you before, like when we first started, I don't have time to waste on working with unorganized people or unorganized organization. To be honest, I was really impressed. It was all organized, perfectly done. The follow-ups, I didn't even have to chase up for things. You were on prompt on every single thing, from the financial structuring, which is brilliant work, actually, to be honest with you, because I've never knew I can do that type of structure, even though I've done a lot of study and work, but it looks like there's a lot of things we still can learn. So the structuring that you've done, it gave me that confidence. And the way it's been done is done smoothly. So I was just sitting in my office. I received a few emails there, just read, sign, fill up, quickly. It was perfectly done. To be honest, that was one of the best things that I've actually enjoyed through this experience. It's smooth. I get really agitated with lack of professionalism, especially when engaging with service provider. And that was a big win for me.
And how do you and Reem feel after having accomplished that property? How did you feel when you secured that investment property that we negotiated for you?
No, it was brilliant. To tell you the truth, because of how smooth it was, after we got, all right, so what happened? What just happened? When I first bought my first properties, when we first bought them, it was like, a lot of things because we got a lot of hassle, chase up, documentation, all that sort of stuff. With this one, okay, what just happened? It was so smooth that we were doing our day-to-day life and suddenly we've got a property. We were very, very happy, to be honest, specifically for this, how smooth it just happened.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And if someone was considering working with property twins, they're talking to lots of service providers, whether that's for the mortgages or whether that's for the buyer's agency, what would you like to say to them?
I will 100% recommend that, to be honest, and encourage them. Actually, what I liked is you never rushed me into buying a property because it was a long one. It wasn't just 1 or 2 or 1 month or 2 months. It took a few months because you were very patient in basically finding and aligning to what we are looking for. And you were very patient, professional, never pushed me for something that you feel like we have a hesitation around. So I would really 100% recommend anyone to work with Property Twin. It's really a pleasure experience, to be honest. And I would recommend anyone to enjoy that experience.
Thanks for sharing that, Mahmoud. And, it's never about closing a deal, right? However many properties it takes to find the right property. And sometimes we hear clients asking, is it only 1 or 2 properties that you look at, or are you just going to flick me a link to a property? Well, it's never about that, but it's about finding that right property. And Mona and I, we have a really firm belief that if we miss out on a property, there's a reason for that. We always end up buying a better property for our clients. And that just guides us, always having that confidence that we are going to secure the right property. And what you have purchased, surrounding areas, well, you purchased sub 700, but surrounding areas have 800-900K sales for similar sized properties. So I'm really excited to see where it takes you and how it serves you over the longer term.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mahmoud.